of last week's legs. Or maybe it was Monday. I don't know.
All right, here's the plan then. Yeah. I hear you. You're welcome about the legs, and I'm sure Pete would say you're welcome about the arms.
Yeah.
Soreness is good, right? It's a good thing. We just gotta, for me personally, I do a little stretching in the evenings before I go to bed, and that changes my life for the next morning. And that applies to upstairs stuff too, right? I think just massaging yourself is probably the best way to go. It's hard to stretch the upper extremities. There's of course like the across your chest and behind your back stuff, and I'm a fan of that. But yeah, for upstairs, massage and the light stretches, don't need to go crazy. Today, I'm gonna take you through my workout, my personal workout that I'm trying to get a hang of doing all the time, at least maybe a few times a week. If not, I wanna build into doing it every day of the week for myself. So I'm gonna take you through that. It's all stuff you've done before. It is gonna be arms, it is gonna be legs. And what I'm gonna say right now for those of us that are feeling sore down here and sore up here is go lighter on the things that you are still trying to recover from. So if the arms are feeling it from the push-ups, then go lighter on the push-ups, right? Use your knees, maybe use your couch with the hands on the couch, right? To make it easier, or just less reps. Same for the legs. But anyway, we're gonna use a bunch of your gear. We're gonna use bands, weights. What I want you to have right off the bat is I've got a really, really light band, and we're gonna do those scap, external rotations and abduction. So this business, right, that I maybe did with you one time, have that ready to go, but you don't need it just yet. We'll get to that in a second, but we're gonna warm it up. And again, this is my workout. So welcome to it. Is Brenna here? Because she's here. She's gonna get a little repeat. She is. So Brenna, if you can hear me, let me make sure. Well, anyway, Brenna is gonna get a little double duty, and so am I, because we did some of this stuff yesterday. But
Adam,
let's go ahead and do our shoulder
internet.
robots, if I've done that with you before. Ooh.
Hey, Adam, it seems like your internet is a little wonky.
Yep. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So Allison's already going, Denise is already going, but let's go slow together here. Very, very slow. I'm gonna reset you here. So when we are in this position, squeezing all these back muscles, kind of like doing a bicep curl and flexing your bicep for us, right? Same thing, but with those back muscles. And then we're slowly rotating between them while squeezing them. So it's very slow. And then I'm getting about a 1 or 2 second hold on each side. And what I want you to feel after 6 or so reps, maybe even less, because I've only done 4 and I'm feeling it, is for all this musculature back here to start getting warm, okay? So all that scapula stuff. Pete and I both have you do scap push-ups. There is a good reason for that. And this is another one that'll have us have those scaps hopefully tracking correctly. Last couple of those. Okay, what I didn't ask you to have ready is a bit of wall space, but grab some wall space. We're gonna do those tib raises. I gotta find some for myself. Where the heck am I gonna go? Here we go. Tib raises, you remember those? Can't really see my feet, unfortunately. Tib raises, lifting my toes. It's so dark. I need a better wall. But lean against your wall. I want you to lift your toes up in the air 20 times. If you got a hard surface and you're barefoot, it might annoy your heels a little bit. Here we go. I'll be with the bikes. But we're trying to work out those shin muscles. I'm gonna go 20 times. I'm on 5, maybe you're a little ahead of me. But nice locked out knees. That gives all the effort to those shin muscles. And you're only going up and down, maybe a couple millimeters. Working the opposite of your calves right now. And again, this is some ankle health and some knee health stuff we're doing for this. If you're a skier, this is a reason, that's one reason anyway, why I wanna keep these as a normal workout for me. If you run, hike, all the same, right? Gotta keep those knees healthy for your hobbies. Good. Okay. Talked about the scap push-ups. Let's do 10. 10 scap push-ups. On your knees, on your feet, doesn't matter. Something else I can tell you about my workout is that I only do 2 sets of things. That's my goal anyway, is to basically do a whole body workout, but only do 2 sets of everything. So scap push-ups, let's do 10. Here we go. Having a similar feeling to when we did those shoulder robots. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10. Nice. Okay, one more in our warm up here, and then we're gonna do it all one more time. It's gonna be 30 seconds worth of balance on one foot. I'm going to squeeze the floor like I would be making a claw shape, right? So I'm gonna squeeze the floor with my feet. And then I'm trying to work on ankle flexibility. So I'm gonna push my knee really far forward and stay there for 30 seconds. If you wanna work on the balance part of it, then stand up tall, maybe shut your eyes. But here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Time's on, 30 seconds. Again, I'm squeezing the floor lightly with my toes. And I'm pushing my knee forwards. If you wanna work on balance, stand up tall, squint, or close your eyes. If you've ever rolled your ankle, a good way to re-strengthen all those ligaments and tendons in your ankle to decrease the amount of ankle rolls you have is to do balance stuff. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch pretty quickly. Going in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the floor and then decide if you're going to push forward or just balance. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All righty, let's do that all one more time. Back to the shoulder robots right away here. Join me, join me. Squeeze all those muscles down, and then let's slowly rotate to the other one. Kind of like how we do running arms with our legs as they run, obviously. This trains that scapula to do its job correctly when moving. So this odd shoulder robot teaches those muscles, that muscle memory as we call it, to stay planted whenever we exercise, to keep them safe whenever we exercise. So that's what this is for. Should be getting warm back there. Let's just end on that second side. I'm going to do 2 more then. Squeezing those muscles. We're going to your tibialis raises again. You're going to need that wall. Woo! Okay. All right. With the bikes over here. The farther you walk your feet away, the tougher, and closer, the easier. Straight knees, let's go, 20 times. 2, 3. Again, like I said, my goal is to try and eventually do this every day, but maybe for a little while, go a little easier every other day. And again, 2 sets of everything. So kind of a warm-up set, and then a go hard set, and then you're moving on to the next exercise. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's keep it going. Scap push-ups are next. And then we're going to balance. Get your 10. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, as soon as I see everybody on our feet, we're going right into that balance. First foot. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab the floor. Either balance or push that knee forward. We're still balancing, obviously, if you're pushing the knee forward, but I'm trying to feel that stretch. For me, I feel it really low down by my ankle on my Achilles. Calcaneus tendon is the actual name of that thing. You'll never hear it called Achilles in an anatomy class. 3, 2, 1. Switch, get ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Grabbing the floor, pushing it forward. I'm interested in better ankle flexion so I can have better running form, so I can squat my butt all the way to the floor without having to hold on to stuff or put my arms out like you see me do all the time. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, where are we at? All right, let's take a short little break, okay? Just a short little break. Hang out for a second. I want you to grab, I want you to grab, if you got a stack of books or a stair, whatever you're using, I want to get our heels up a little bit so we can do those knees over toes squats. I don't know if we've done those before. I think we have, but I'm going to get my stack of books over here for those. And then you'll need your band now. So that band I talked about in the beginning, I got a really light yellow one for me. You can probably go as light as you want. It's okay if it's a little stiff. It's not really actually the movement that we care about. It's just that you activate those muscles. So actually, let's start with that. Want your band of any kind. Hip band works too. But okay. Turn around, show you my backside, show you this again. So my palms are faced towards you, and I'm going to abduct, which means I'm going to pull it slightly apart, and externally rotate, which means I'm going to make my palms face one another. Okay. And again, it's not a big movement. I exaggerated it a little bit there. I'm going to do another and a little less. So it's like that. And that's it. A little 1 or 2 second hold. And then upstairs, if you look at my shoulders, they're not moving very far. Got a nice proud chest, but I'm not really trying to poke it out there, right? Just have a natural stance for my shoulders. One or 2 second hold when you do the pull. Let's go 2 to 3 more.
I've been doing this on my own. I really enjoy it.
Hey, that's good to hear. Cool. Yeah. Anything that you're comfortable with, any of these types of exercises, please do on your own. I love to hear that. Okay. Dropping that off to the side. Again, another knee health one for all those same reasons is those We've got our heels up and we're doing a 6-inch squat again. Can you see my head? The goal is to literally only descend 6 inches. So that far is what it's like for me. And then if I look down, I see my feet and then they disappear because my knees go over. I see them again, disappear.
Oh, I'm gonna grab this blanket and then I got another soft pillow over here for you. Yeah.
20 times on this, by the way. I'm trying to get 20. If you experience any pain, I don't want you to go any further. I want you to actually back off a bit. Stay higher. I could go into all kinds of sciencey stuff with this. Actually, I'll give you a tiny bit, I guess. Finish these up though. So this is good. You got approximately 20, not counting really. Let's go right back to this, right back to open that chest up behind our back. Only 2 right now. Same thing. We're gonna pull it apart and then face our palms towards one another. So abduction is what that's called, and then external rotation. And a good hold when you do it. So I'm sure you've heard of the ACL. That is a ligament inside your knee that basically keeps your femur bone, the one up top in your thigh. Imagine you do a jump stop in basketball, right? Your ACL keeps your femur from keeping on going forward, right? Your ACL stops your body from shooting over the top of your lower leg, holding our knee together. Good. Last one of those. In female athletes, female basketball athletes have, I don't remember the percentage, some ridiculous percentage higher ACL tears than male basketball athletes. And that has to do with what's called a Q angle, which is females have wider hips for obvious reasons. And so it makes the angle of it makes the angles different. And what happens when that angle is different is there's a higher risk for ACL tears. So things like this, putting our knees over our toes, directly strengthens those ACLs. And obviously, I don't think any of us are playing basketball very often right now, but join me in these, by the way. But I'm a fan of strengthening those ACLs for all sports. If you feel really good about these and you want more of a challenge, it would next be to drop it lower, right? Starting to get my booty closer to my ankles. And eventually, if you wanted to, doing a full squat. With my heels up like this, I can very comfortably sit all the way down, right?
Wow.
And that's the goal. But that's the goal with eventually, watch me do it without it, right? Without the lift.
Can you kick when you get down there?
Look at my back. Right. But with heels up, no problem. Don't need my arms out, don't need anything. So that's the goal of getting that ankle flexibility, is so that I can comfortably, so I can comfortably get down there. Okay, so we're done with all that stuff. I'm gonna save you my Wim Hof breathing, but that is something I throw in here. Oops. We're gonna set our books aside and get ready to work a bit harder. What you need for this round. Okay, so we're gonna do Turkish get-ups, and again, it's only 2 sets, okay? So you gotta do it twice on each arm, and that's it. Use whatever weight you want. You can go very easy on the first one, and then a little harder on the second if you've got options for weights. Or if you know your weight's really light, then do maybe 3 to 5 reps. If your weight's pretty heavy, 1 to 2 reps, right? You get to decide. There's no rep count associated with any of my workout. It's all just 2 sets of Turkish get-ups, 2 sets of pull-ups, right? and I decide what I'm going to do that day. So I want you to decide T get-ups. Our other one is either going to be a pull-up, right? So if you got your bands, pulling them down to you, right? And then if you don't have something to pull up on, you're going to do a Superman with me, okay? Big Superman down here on the bottom. But if you're ready to go, let's get ready to do your Turkish get-up.
Oh,
Let's do it. Let's do it. You get to decide how many reps you do. I'm going to do 2. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to do 2 reps this morning.
God, they're killing me so much.
Hey, this is a good time to talk about that bent knee then, the leg that is bent, right? And you got your foot planted on the floor. Scoot that as close to your butt as possible. And you're going to push into that foot through the floor as you do your first T get up. It helps. All right, everybody, get started. I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. Got my heel nice and close and push into that heel. It saves your abs. Improve your form.
You've done these in so long.
Let me know if anybody wants a refresh. I'm go slow for a round. Again, I'm doing 2 reps. And as soon as you're ready after those, get ready for that other side and get going. There's only 2 exercises per round right now. Woo. On to the other. I'm gonna do a little watching, just because like you said, I haven't done it in a while. Move slow. Be confident in all your moves.
I did all like 2 sets.
2 sets, what?
I did it 2 sets both sides.
Oh, you're quick.
Well, I did like a chit chat. That's what I did.
Straight elbow up there. Sylvia, nice. There you go. Good. Perfect.
I did it.
Yeah, I saw. Look good. Okay, if you got your bands, you can do pull-ups. If not, we're gonna stay on the floor. I'm gonna do a Superman with whoever doesn't have bands, okay? But if you got bands, I want you to go do that. For my Superman friends, I'm gonna do slow pulses like this. Way up high, just touch the floor, right back up. No breaks, it's not gonna be a long one. You got 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. If you're doing pull-ups, go for it. Again, I'm not gonna give you the rep count. You do whatever you want. Totally went out of order here, everybody, but keep going. Switch some things around. 3, 2, 1 for my Superman friends. And if you want with me, I just do this little imitation child's pose just to make sure my back's good to go. But we don't have to go far because we've got one more time of Turkish get-ups. Allison, I don't know if you did all your reps, like two different sets of them, but I'm gonna do, you did all of them? Well, you get a little break then.
I did 2 on each side, like you said, right?
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do that again. Now we're gonna do 2 again on each side. So a set, I know it's confusing. Sets, reps, we use the word rounds instead of sets sometimes. We kind of confuse you a little bit, I guess, with that, but you know what a rep is, right? A bench press, 1 rep, 2 reps, 10 reps, etc.
Get-ups.
You got it, 2 get-ups, that's 2 reps. But get started on your T get-ups. when we say set, that typically means you're gonna do 2 sets of 2 Turkish get-ups, 2 sets of 2 reps, if that makes sense. And that's what we're doing right now. 2 sets of 2 reps each. Sometimes we use rounds. Thank you, Hildy, thank you. We use rounds instead of sets sometimes. We're gonna do 2 rounds of 10 reps, right? There's 2 on this, or 1.5, I guess. Oh, Hildy. Oh, thank you. Hi, good morning. Are you gonna do Turkish get-ups for me? Other side. Hildy likes to make Turkish get-ups harder by smacking me in the face with her tail. Huh, yeah. Sorry about the squeaks. I hear you. Finish your 2. Hildy, I'm coming through here. I gotta get my leg through. Thank you. Good. When you're done with those, let's start moving towards the pull-ups or Supermans. Good girl. All right, just rolling over for me. If you're doing pull-ups, get over there. Take your time. We're waiting. We're waiting. Don't rush. Keep us together. Okay. Looks like we're all here. 40 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi. Oh. Hi, good girl. Hi. Take your squeaky duck somewhere else. Where'd that go? 10 seconds. Sorry about that. 3, 2, 1.
I miss
Relax.
these days.
Me too. I was at the gym earlier and someone canceled, so that's why I'm back here. So, but I'm happy to be with the pup. All right. All right. Good work. How was
Hildy's
that round?
gotten big. She's
Yeah,
grown.
she's for sure grown. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Next up, let's see. Let me modify a little bit of this. Since I went out of order, like I said. Hey, hey. You can't hear. She won't destroy that one, by the way. She destroys all of her toys except for the duck. The duck she carries around. Okay. So next round. Again, only 2 sets, 2 rounds of it. So snatches or deadlifts. Hey, Hildy. Okay, I'm gonna take. Can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have it? Can I have it? Come here then. Come on. Go on. Just until she gets out of the squeaky mood. Snatches or deadlifts, okay? If you have some heavy weights, if you got those 20, 25 pounders, etc., you can feel
Yeah.
free to have 2 of them and put them between your legs and do some heavy deadlifts, right? Or on the outsides of your legs, like briefcases, and try and do squats. That would be a deadlift. Or you're doing snatches with me. I'm going to do a snatch with a single arm, right? Throwing it up there, 1 move, and getting both sides. You have one or the other, snatches or deadlifts. Okay.
But if I have 125 pound, can I do like this? Or
Yeah, yeah.
What can you do?
I
Can you
would,
pick it up?
if you've got a 25 pounder, here's my 25 pounder, right? You can either hold it like you just were with really light, like sumo squats if you want. You could even, well, yeah, let's leave it at that. I think that's perfect.
okay.
That's
I'm
perfect.
doing my 220 pounds, so I have 40 pounds.
That's fantastic. That's a good amount of weight. So snatches or deadlifts. And then that's the one I messed up. What we're gonna do instead. Okay, I really screwed that up. I'm gonna double up on your legs. But the second one will be body weight, okay? So deadlifts or snatches, and then lunges or body weight squats, all right? And that's body weight. So I'll be cruising around my room here for lunges or just hanging out, maybe doing some moving feet squats, right? Changing my foot position every time. And that's the two. I just messed up putting that Superman where it shouldn't have been. So snatches or deadlifts. Let's get ready to go with that. Ooh, both arms. Again, rep counts up to you. I'll probably do around 6 to 8 of them. Use a little heavier weight. All right, let's get it rolling. Snatch or deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Don't care which one you do. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. If you're doing snatches with me, it almost feels like I'm gonna jump when I explode up off the ground there. Hi, excuse me. All right, there's 4 on each. Just getting a little deadlift squat action. So a deadlift is kind of a combo between an RDL and a squat. So this is my deadlift. You can see I bend my knees more than my RDL, but I'm not squatting per se. All right, if you're done with that, lunges or squats, body weight is just fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just gonna work my way around here. Ten. 1, 2, 3, 14, 15. Squeakies, I hear you. 17, 19, and 20. All right. Only 2 rounds of this. 1 time is done. Trick doggo. All right, let's get ready for snatches. I played a mean trick on Hildy. I took her toy. She didn't know where it went. I promise I'll give it back after this round. All right. Snatches. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Let me do a little more watching this round.
I'm doing the deadlift.
Nice. Yeah, so make enough room so your arms can fit through your legs, but other than that, they're pretty equal. And then even less squatting, like turn it more into an RDL. Find a happy medium. Yep, closer. It is kind of funky. It's like right in between an RDL and a squat. But that looks pretty good. I would say pull it towards you. So like try and force it between your legs, right? Yes, exactly. We're activating our same pull-up muscles basically to do that. Good. And then whatever rep count you're doing is good. Everybody that's throwing the snatches up there, looking good. If you're done with that, I want you to get started on your squats, but I'm gonna keep watching for a second. Or squats or lunges, I mean. Nice, Allison, really good. For you, the only thing I'd say is don't worry about going to the floor if you don't wanna go that low, right? Yeah, exactly. Go to where you feel most powerful from. Yeah, love it, really love it. Nice. Okay, looks like folks are on lunging and squats.
Ugh.
I'm gonna stay a little more still. If you've heard me mention the stretch reflex before, it's connected in to another fancy word, which is your Golgi tendon organ. All these fancy things just mean that there legitimately is a rubber band effect that our muscles have. And when we stretch them, they hold on to that force. It's like some of Newton's laws, right? So that energy builds up in our muscle and then we're able to spend it right away like a rubber band. And so that's why I don't want you to go into the floor all the time. Definitely good if you want to work harder, but using that stretch reflex makes me feel pretty darn strong sometimes. All right, done with that, 2 rounds. Okay, we're moving into the arm part of the morning. Your 2 exercises for this one are going to be, I'll give you a bunch of options because I don't care how you do it. I just want you to do some more chest work, okay? So push-ups, bench press with your bands, pushing your bands away, or on your back with your weights, okay? I'd be on my back. If I've got multiple dumbbells, I can do bench press on the floor, right? Or one weight even. But basically, I just want you to get some amount of work for your chest and your triceps. Don't care how many reps if you're feeling really sore. And I don't care how light it is or heavy. But that's step 1. Step two, we got one more to talk about, and that is some rows, okay? So either standing style like this, pulling my weight up, right? Or if you want, we did these with Pete, but it works the same and you get a little core, is a row. This is a renegade row, right? Switching, trying to keep my hips flat. So we're pushing and we're pulling, 2 rounds. All right, let's get to the push first. Push-ups or bench press with your bands. Woo. Gonna get through it twice. All right, I'm doing push-ups. I'm gonna try to get 15 to 20, but choose whatever is a good challenge for you right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. All right.
Okay.
Nice. So we're on to renegade rows or standing up obliques or obliques, standing up rows, bent over rows, getting each arm. These are a little tougher because we got the core involved, talking about renegade rows. I'm gonna get going though. 3, 2, 1. Get your rows. Get your rows. Same reps on each arm.
I'll text you.
What?
I'll text you.
Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Nice. If we're doing standing rows, nice flat backs. Good work.
Okay, I'm gonna try heavier for the next round.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Crushing it. Let's take a short break when you're done with that. And then we'll do it again. But we're back to that bench press, push-ups, band bench press, weight bench press, whatever you want. Could even throw flies in there. If you've already done bench press, let's just keep that going maybe, but that's another option for a chest workout. Allison, I saw you doing some triceps. Just to let you know, I've got that planned a
I
little
didn't
bit.
do it right, I know.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just telling you, we're gonna do something very similar later.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. One more chest work. I'm gonna watch you this round actually, but let's get going. 3, 2, 1, do your thing. Nice, Sylvia. Like the heavy weights. Tight stomach, trying to keep that back on the floor for those dumbbells. Nice, you too, Denise. A little reminder for the core. Nice flies, Brenna. Nice. All right. Moving to the back work. And even if you didn't like what you did last time, I did renegade rows. Those were not the most fun. I'm going to join you in some bent over rows.
You don't even like renegade rows. Why do you make us do it?
I like them when I have both with 2 weights. I only have one weight. So if I had one in each hand, I love doing push up and pull, push, pull, push, pull. If you know what I mean by that. Get into a little flow with it. Here we go though.
It's very old, so be careful with the towels, okay? Do you want a little box? A little box you could put it in for her? Yeah. So it doesn't break? Or do you want to leave it here so you can pick it up later today?
Once you're done, let's get a short break again.
They're very,
Dump
they're very
that.
delicate.
And if you forget, make sure to put it back to the bowl so when we don't lose it.
All right, we've done everything but a couple things, just because unless you've got a ski erg machine or a rower at your house, we'll leave those ones out. But we're gonna get some arm stuff now. All right, So if your arms are feeling pretty beat from previous workouts, take it easy, of course. Lower that rep count, lower the weights maybe, lighter band, etc. But there's nothing wrong with doing a little bit of work on them. I bet you it'll make it feel even better by a little bit, as long as you go light if they're pretty sore. But we got some bicep curls, okay? And we got some tricep extensions, which is the opposite motion. So for bicep curls, you can use your weights, you can use your bands, don't care, whatever you want to do some bicep curls. For triceps, a bunch of different ways that you've seen us do a bunch of times, and that's gonna be either overhead extensions with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, right? So here, I'm just taking a knee so you can see me a little better, but I could stand. Got that one, you got a skull crusher, this one, or you've got the same things with your bands. Okay, so those are the main ones we're gonna be doing. And then I still want a very light resistance band if you got it, or some very, very light dumbbells. I've got my light resistance band. So let's do it. Biceps. I'm just using my kettlebell. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. I'm gonna shoot for 10-ish. My biceps are feeling ready. There it is. There's 10 reps. I'm bringing it down to my backside for the skull crusher version of triceps. But again, you could stand and do an overhead. Yeah, I think those are our best options. You could still use your, I just mentioned that, your bands. All right, let's go. I'm gonna shoot for 8 to 10 again. Being careful with that weight. Going towards the money maker like that. By money maker, I mean brain. Feeling pretty good. All right, third one in this round, using that band, it is for your shoulders. You can use light weights if you don't have a band. And if you don't have either, going through the range of motion, nothing wrong with that either. But I'm gonna be standing at least 1 foot or both feet and doing those deltoid raises laterally and out front. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Slight bend in your elbows. Trying to keep my core tight, keeps my ribs from flaring up. There it is. Deltoid is the name for your shoulder muscles. All right, I'm gonna throw one more in there, and it's those the lateral one, or I'm sorry, rear deltoids. Figure out how I'm gonna do this with my band. I think it's really wide feet. It's this one, right? Acting like I'm flying. From the front view, here's what I look like. Like a bird. I feel this in similar place where we felt with that band when we were trying to open our shoulders up. Back of the deltoids into our scapula area. When you're done with that, we're just going to do it one more time. Woo! Happy Friday. Let's finish it up here. Biceps, triceps, shoulders. A little bit of everything. All right, here we go. Back to it. Last time. Maybe we'll give Hildy her toy back. Want your toy? Hey, here you go. Good girl. Good girl. Maybe it's a bad idea. Once you're done, going right to those triceps. See if I can ignore her. Maybe that'll work. Triceps, when you're ready there.
It's very cute.
It's cute and loud. Nice. If you're doing standing version, just want to make sure we keep the stomach really tight, because like I just mentioned about the ribs flaring out, I let my abs go, puts a bunch of pressure on my low back. Got to keep those tight while we get overhead. And if you're on the ground, still trying to keep that core tight, smash that low back to the floor, just like we do with all of our core moves. Nice. Once you're done with that, let's find that band one more time. Home stretch. Band or weights, of course. All right. One last time. Here we go. Whatever rep count you did good or did last time is good. Words are hard. Going out front when you're ready. You. One more to go. Gotta get those real rear deltoids bent over really hard. Nice flat back. I got my knees bent really good so that it's easy to keep my back flat. Once you're done with those, it's almost 10. We're just gonna shake it out, send you on your way. All right, if you're done, you just start to give it that light twist. Nice work this morning.
Yep.
If you just joined us with the twist, keep going for a moment. But otherwise, I'm gonna give it a quick down the back stretch. This is a tricep stretch. So for the back of our arms, if you're feeling sore from push-ups, and I'm gonna switch. Hold that for longer if you'd like. Most of the time when we stretch like this, it's just to really check in and make sure that everything feels okay, right? And to get those muscles prepped a tiny bit to lift. Let's let that go. And let's just do a couple leg related things. It takes.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Yeah. Oh, well.
What's when I do?
Okay, I have to go. Bye.
Bye.
Adam, we lost you. You're chippy choppy.
Okay. All right. Have a great week.